We all have lived and survived the times when we opened up our apps, saw that few things are not responding, pulled our hair, and also cursed the deployments that went out because some cloud provider went down. Well, yes, the last 6 months have been hard with both AWS, Cloudflare going down, and it has told us that yes, you need to track your deployments. With New Relic ChangeTracking, you could always track all of your deployments, understand how each of the deployments are performing against the other. But we didn't just stop there. At the New Relic Advanced 2026, we did launch New Relic's ChangeTracking V2 API that supports any kind of a change as an event. So you could send in any kinds of changes, be it a new feature flag that got enabled, be it a deployment, a rollback, or even something as crucial as an operational change, a system crash down, or even a data center burnout. So all that said, let me just get into it right away, where I have ChangeTracking enabled for a bunch of my entities on my New Relic account, and it could be APM, it could be browser, it could be mobile. So we track all of the changes and we say what kind of changes, what are the different updates that's going in each of the change. Well, let me just take a look at one such one, where if a feature flag got enabled, be it if you're enabling a feature flag for a business event, for a launch, you can add in the feature flag kind of a type or a category for your change marker and identify, okay, this is the change that went out for this specific feature flag, and also benchmark the different kinds of performance, be it the degradation that it caused, or also look at the ways how it's performing against previous deployments. You can see a bunch of markers out here. Let me just switch into the latest one, which is a operational change. And here we are tracking a security pen test that has happened, and we also managed, or we also gotten the information about the security pen test itself, how many vulnerabilities found, what's the severity of it, all of that recorded as part of custom attributes. To do this, you need to work on your Node Graph APIs, or you need to be familiar with the New Relic CLI for sending in all of your change markers. So here's one such one with the new ChangeTrackingCreateEvent mutation that uses different kinds of information, like the category being operational, the other, and you send the same security pen test attributes as custom attributes. The beauty of this is, if you're familiar with the older API, you had to send in your entity GUID. And to get that, you need to make another query, which is, it's too much of a performance. It's too much of queries and mutations being called. But now you could have a where condition as similar to your NURCL queries, where you can say the name like Tutorials Express Server and the type is application. For your APM, if it's a browser, it's browser. So you could just add in the entity name and the type as part of your query while searching the entity, and this marker will be recorded. And this is the same thing that I just showed you a minute back. You could also send in feature flag information, the one that I was telling you about. So here's a feature flag that got enabled for a new approval workflow. And again, here you can see that I'm doing a query with the ID. To get this ID, it's a pain because you need to do another query. So with the changes, you could just have as simple as name Tutorials Express Server and the type is application. Along with it, send in all of the changes. Here, another change, which is a business event, and it's a convention type, where we are doing a feature launch, and you wanted to look at, when we do the feature launch, there are going to be signups, there are going to be people trying to access your product, and you want to look at how it's performing, how it's working at the time of the launch. So you could add a change event as simple as this, making a mutation, or if you're familiar with the Node Graph API Explorer, export it as a curl, or even export it as a New Relic CLI command, run it, as simple as that. Hope you found this as insightful for you to go add in all of your changes on your Relic and benchmark them against each other and looking at the performance, how each of these events causes a change in your entities.